Welcome back, Zip Nation. Football season is back, and the blue and gold are rolling into year 15 with more muscle, more momentum, and more expectation than ever before. Your Zips kick things off ranked number 12th in the nation, the highest preseason mark in school history, and they're carrying the weight of last year's dream season on their shoulders. We came within, well, not really a heartbeat, but within a game of a playoff breakthrough before Florida shut us down. But that first CFP win, it's still out there waiting to be claimed. We've been there 2 years in a row. We're looking for a third time. And the road starts tonight with an old flame, Syracuse, our former conference rival who knows us better than anyone. After that, well, as you can see, it's straight into the Big 12 gauntlet, the kind of weekly war that separates contenders from pretenders. And don't forget those other out-of-conference bruisers, Miami and Auburn, two powerhouse programs who aren't going to play nice. But Akron, this year, this team, it's built different. Look at this talent. The highest rated roster we've ever fielded. A defense with teeth, a monster offensive line ready to pound the rock, punch people in the mouth. I tell you what, this is smash mouth football, back in style, running the ball, and the Zips playing to make every yard hurt. So strap in, season 15 starts now. The stakes are high, the lights are bright, and the whole country's watching to see if Akron is ready to take the next step. Because remember, clear eyes, full hearts. Can't lose. And Coach Taylor is ready to go for year number 3 into the college football playoff. Third time's a charm. That's what we're looking for. But we have some tough teams to go up against, and they are some highly rated ones. But as mentioned, we've got a heck of a team. Look at this offensive line. We are ready to go. The running game is ready to go. We've got a quarterback coming off his freshman of the year season, ready to go. The defense, which was phenomenal last year, but we do have a new offensive coordinator. So it's going to be interesting to see where are we this year against them. So we are going to do an offensive running the ball. That's going to be what we're going to lock in, and we're going to try to see what that does for us this year. So let's jump into the first game of the season here against Akron. It's a team that we have had success with lately, winning the last 3. So we're going to hope we can continue that. But this is one that has been a tough team for us to play. So let's get into this. And as I do, I want to remind you that I'm putting a limit of 20 seasons to try to reach our goal of winning the national title. So we got 6 seasons left to try to get there. Let's hope third time's a charm for this season. Okay, let's start with running the ball right off the bat. That's what we built this team to do. And we had to get a little play action pass to get. There we go. Look at the play action in the rain, no less. Passing the ball, that's why I like to see Devontae Blackman to our tight end. Caden Rico with 6 yards. Then he loses a yard, so that's unfortunate. We're trusting the offensive coordinator there. And look at that. Noel Pritchett from Devontae Blackman on 3rd and long, making it happen. Let's try an outside run. We haven't been seeing those much, and that's probably why it gets stopped there at the line of scrimmage. But then Jerry McLeod, 10-yard pass from Devontae Blackman. Dare we continue to pass it? Nope. Oh, no. The stretch play doesn't work either, and they stopped us at the 4-yard line. Now we get to see what our defense can do, and it's a 3 and out right off the bat. That's what we want to see. So we're going to start by throwing an interception. He only had about 5 of those all last season. And then right there, 3rd and goal, 4th and goal, we do hold them. We're back to even at 3-3. Let's trust our offensive coordinator this time around. See if he knows what he's doing, which apparently he did a little bit that first drive, but then there he gets stopped. And now the defense is getting pushed around with a huge touchdown play for Syracuse. And now we all of a sudden are facing some trouble here. Oh, no. Is our season going to be derailed right off the bat before anything else gets to go? This is dangerous, folks. Oh, boy, Rodney Brewer with an 18-yard rush giving us hope. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Devontae Blackman finding another one. 2.5 minutes left. We're down to 2 minutes. There we go, getting their 5-yard rush, keeping the ball on the ground. We're going to try the dive here at 2nd and 2. Doesn't work. 3rd and 2, we don't get anywhere. We have to settle for a 47-yard field goal. Luckily, it goes in. Man, we are down, and they get the ball back. We have to get a defensive stop, and right now it's not looking like it. Oh, we get the interception, though. This is the game changer we needed. Let's make it count. There we go. Rodney Brewer, 21-yard rush. And they are just stomping us until McLeod with a 28-yard pass from our man, Devontae Blackman. making it happen. Let's get back to, let's try the tight end under again. Picks us up 9. RPO at 3rd and 3 gets us nothing, and we missed the field goal. That would have given us a much better chance, but we stop them. Okay, let's try to run the ball some more. Let's try an option play. We haven't really done that. The read option picks us up 7. Bubble screen gets us another 5. There we go. Rodney Brewer with 11 yards. Now we're running. 3rd and 5 gets us nowhere. And we're not winning the field position battle when we let them get back to midfield either. This is going to be a problem, guys. Get the boys going. We're down to 10.5 minutes left. Whew. 1st and 10. 2nd and 8 on the end around Noel Pritchett. Okay, here we go. Play action pass doesn't get there. The inside cross does to the running back, dumping it off. 2nd and 2. 1st and goal. This is where we got stopped early on. 2nd and go, and we get there. Jerry McLeod. Whew. Make the extra point. This is where the defense needs to lock it in. But we're not doing it. And they 42-yard pass for the touchdown. 3rd and 6, and we fumble. This is unbelievable. But they missed the field goal. There is hope. Somehow. Oh, boy. There's very little hope. We're going to run it. Oh, Rodney Brewer with 16 yards. We're on the 18. We're on the 16. Let's try the run. Read option again. Picks us up. Whoa, we're on the 7-yard line. No timeouts. We have to pass. And we get it. Rodney Brewer catches it from Devontae Blackman. There we go. It is tied at 20 with 6 seconds left. And we're going into overtime. Oh, boy. And we won the toss. We get to play defense first. Let's see if the defense can actually do anything. Oh, no. 2nd and 1 on the 4. 3rd and 1. 1st and goal. And they smash it in. 1st and 10 on the 15. On the 12. Oh, boy. Now they got us pushed back. Interception. And disaster strikes our season right off the bat. Our old rival Syracuse knocking us off. We outgained them. Passing was a problem. So I think what we're going to have to do is, instead of emphasizing the run game, we're going to have to emphasize the quick passes again. I mean, they didn't even have a home field advantage really going on, and we just absolute disaster for the defense. And we've just lost an offensive lineman and our quarterback. Fantastic. We're not ranked. And now the season's just taking a turn. So we have to get ready to go, get ourselves back on track for this schedule here very quickly. All right. And with that being said, there's nothing to do but face what we have, and we still hold destiny in our hands, but we can't afford to slip up anymore. So let's jump ahead, get to Mississippi State maybe, and see where we're at. Well, we are trying to right the ship, and after a dominant victory over Texas Tech and Oklahoma State, who are both not doing too well, we now go up against our rival Mississippi State, and we're going to see how we do. Hopefully we can get back on track. It's good to see Syracuse is 3-0, so it makes us look not as bad, but we definitely need to win this. We're two teams that are trying to get going here. We're both ranked in the 30s, and so this is a huge game for us. And we are going to, again, offensive focus is going to be quick passing. We're going to focus on limiting the short pass because that seems to work better for us. Now, I do want to point out the safety we went after from Washington State just got hurt for the season. Our main guy back there, that's a blow. We've got 2 minor injuries as well going on the defensive line and the tight ends, and we're still waiting for McDonald to come back. So we're up against it, but we're still a highly rated team. And I think we've got what it takes. We do get our first home matchup here. It is a game we have not won, though. So this is going to be a big one for us. And if we want to do anything this year, we have to win it here. So let's see what we got and see if it can be enough to get our first win against Mississippi State. Oh, and it's in the rain where we previously lost against Syracuse. This is not what we want to see. But look at this deafening crowd of 50,000. are going to cause some trouble. A little RPO to start off. Okay, 2nd and 4 doesn't get us anywhere. Oh, he wants to go for it right off the bat. We are going to trust our defense. And we don't push him back as far as I would like. 3rd and 16 at the 50. We do get the ball back without any damage done. So that's good. That's what we want to see. We're going to get the ball on the ground here from the beginning and see what we can do driving the ball. There we go. A little pass to mix it up. Good job. We're going back to our roots here. That we got away from that with Syracuse, I think. Yeah, let's try the short pass. There we go. Trevor Brock now. A little play action doesn't do what I was hoping. So we're going to try the triple option. Used to use that all the time back in the MAC. Blackman keeps it for 10 yards. A play action rollout. Then he finds Trevor Brock for 13 more. Let's keep the ball on the ground with the fullback dive. Doesn't get us anywhere. Okay, there we go. Rodney Brewer breaks through for 16 yards. And then the 1-yard touchdown run puts us up 7 against Mississippi State as the first quarter ends. 3rd and 4. Oh, we are holding them. We're bending. And we're about to break, I think. 3rd and 9. We held them and stopped them for a field goal. We'll take that. Especially if we can come back down. Let's try the option here again. Let's try that triple option on 3rd and 2. Doesn't get there. 4th and 2. We will go for it, and it fails. This time we trusted our coach, and it should have gone to punt the ball. But luckily the defense held, and they missed the field goal. We are in. There we go. Okay, let's see what else we got. A halfback slam on 1st and 10. That works. The tight end attack fails miserably with an incomplete pass. And then Rico loses 3 yards, and then we are picked off. Devontae Blackman is really struggling this season on those interceptions so far, it looks like. Oh, no, Bernard with a 27-yard reception. 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal with a minute left, and they get in to take a 3-point lead. That's probably what they're going to have as they go into halftime as well. That's not what we want to see. We have to punt the ball here. All right. We do get the ball at the half, down 3. Oh my goodness, we are struggling. Okay, there we go. Let's get that ball on the ground. Let's try the sweep, wide receiver quick. That works for Noel Pritchett, getting us 10 yards. Try the smash. 1st and 10 doesn't get us anywhere. 2nd and 11 gets us a little closer, and we break through. Rodney Brewer, 3rd and 1. We're going to keep that ball on the ground. We've gone away from it. The stretch alert doesn't work. Curl flats does work on 4th down and 4. Jerry McLeod with 11-yard reception. Rodney Brewer follows it up with 13 yards. Let's try that stretch play. Get a lead blocker out there in front of him. Picks us up 8. Oh, and we have to settle for the field goal, but it ties it up. And we get an interception right off the back by Grayson Rogers. And then we fumble the ball right back to him, Caden Rico. What is going on? Okay, we get the ball back at our own 40. That's not the worst. We've got to hold on to the ball, guys. Now let's go back to our tight end under 3rd and 8. And it works. Moises McKinney with 11-yard reception before we get pushed back. Fullback dive on 3rd and 2 works for us. We can keep the ball on the ground right now, I think. Especially if we can get a touchdown. Get that touchdown. There we go. Devontae Blackman keeps it. We're up 7. Now we need the stop. And we're not getting it. 2nd and 13, and they get a 14-yard run on that one. 18-yard run on the next one. 11-yard pass play. They just marched down the field on us with ease. Oh, my goodness. 2nd and 4. We right up the gut. Caden Rico gets it. And then there we go. Moises McKinney with 12 yards. Now the fullback dive doesn't get us anything. But Caden Rico out of the backfield catches one from Blackman. We're at 1st and 10. No, let's get away from that. Let's go back to running the ball. Halfback stretch doesn't get us anywhere. The screen doesn't. 3rd and 8. Breaks through Marco Gorman with 23-yard rush. We're going to start chewing the clock here, and we're going to run the ball. Make them use some timeouts. 3rd and 2. Oh, we don't get there. Oh, decision time. 4th and 1. We're going to go for it. And we get there. Caden Rico on the fullback dive. 9 yards. Up 7 with less than 2 minutes. They got 2 timeouts. Can we stop them? 3rd and 12. And, of course, we don't. 26-yard pass play. But then he's sacked by Ethan Erickson. 8-yard pass, 3rd and 9. Oh, no, here we go. Minute 7 left, 56 seconds. They're marching at the 16. 3rd and 2 at the 8. They're going to score. 4th and 2. They don't score. It's intercepted by Alexis Douglas in the end zone for the touchback. We take the knee, and we finally knock off our division rival here, 24-17. Blackman was efficient other than the interception. It was the running game did it for us, and the defense coming up big with 2 interceptions, 4 sacks. Mr. Baldwin, our redshirt senior, while injured no less, making it happen. Huge win for the program, huge win to get our season and saving our chances at the college football playoff. We cannot afford another conference loss. We have to win the conference championship to make sure we get into that college football playoff. At most, we can maybe afford a non-conference opponent, and that's about it. So that is huge. Baldwin just set a new team record with 5 tackles for loss in a game. He's recovered as well, but we lose Mitchell, who's not our main guy. He's a backup, but we move up to 25th. That's huge for us. And so now we have our Miami, who's 3-1. We'll come back for possibly UCF if that game continues to be big. So let's see if we can win the next couple and where UCF happens to be. Well, we are back for that UCF game. We are back up to number 14 after defeating Miami pretty well and then squeaking by Air Force. But here we are against number 3, UCF. And I don't think it's an overstatement to say this is our season potentially on the line here. We win this, we have the tiebreaker over them, and we're going to be in good shape maybe to run the table until we get down here to these last couple games against some good teams. But if we lose, there is no turning back. We have to sweep the rest to have a shot because of that first loss to Syracuse, who is sitting at number 15 in the nation. So they're doing quite well on top of that. So here we go. Let's get ready for this one. It's a big one. We definitely need to focus on the quick passing because look at this. They are number 3 in the country when it comes to defensive rushing. Now, they are running the ball well, too, so we're going to try to stop that run. The defense hasn't been as good as I thought it would be, so it's going to be imperative that we get in there and stop it. They are favored by 5, but it's a game we've won all 3 times we faced them. But I am not overconfident on this. We're going into their turf, and we have not been that dominant team that I wish we were at. So let's see if the defense can set the tone right off the bat. And it looks like we cannot. Okay, 4th and 10. We hold them for a punt. Oh, right. Let's see what we can do. We are not a pass-first team. Okay, that's good. Brewer breaks through. We need to run the ball on them. If we can run the ball on them, punch them in the mouth, then we open up our game. There we go. There we go, folks. Let's try that option. Read option. Picks us up 2. Oh, where we go. Omarion Salas from Devontae Blackman with a 13-yard touchdown catch. And now we're up. Oh, boy, but there they go. Nicholas Fletcher, 43-yard pass from their own. All right, well, let's get back to work, men. That is not what we want to see. 4th and 16 is not ideal. But I tell you what, you know what? Let's try to get rid of the rest of this clock. See if we can't march down there. We get the ball back in the second half. We're going to see if we can march down. Oh, get in there. Caden Rico on 4th and 1. We went for it. No guts, no glory. There we go. Play action pass picks us up another 6. Inside zone gets us so close. And we bust through again with Rodney Brewer at the 3-yard run. But there we get a lot of nothing on that one. So we're going to try the triple option again at 2nd and 11. Picks us up 5. Not too shabby. A tight end under doesn't get us anywhere. Oh, and we missed the 48-yard field goal. That hurts. But they don't get anything themselves. And now we can't chew the clock because we need to try to march down that field. Let's try the QB power. We haven't done this all season. That's probably why it only picks us up 3 yards. Slants over the middle. Gets us another 11, though. Braden Gilliam. 4 yards by Rico. 5 yards by Rico. 3rd and 1. We break through with a 1-yard rush. We will take a field goal, guys. Let's just get there. We're going to run the stretch play. Doesn't work, and we probably just gave them points. We gave them a lot more points than I expected. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. We should have played it safe. But we don't play it safe. We trust our team. Probably should have trusted our defense, though. Okay. We got to get that ball, get the points back. Oh, we miss another field goal. That is killer. We have a good kicker as well. And now here they go. They're going to up 10. We are not a passing team. Deep shot at the beginning doesn't get us anywhere, and they just do 3 and out. And now here they come marching down the field, and I think that's going to be about it. I don't see us being able to put those points up in time. Well, we get to 10, but we've been allowing touchdowns. Oh, we get an interception. That gives us some little bit of a glimmer of hope. 1st and 10 doesn't get us anywhere. Oh, yeah, it's looking rough. We got to go for it. 4th and 8 doesn't get us anywhere. And with that being said, our season takes another dark turn. We held their running game. We ran over them, doubled the average they allowed. We just couldn't get it going, couldn't get it finished. And that one right before the half was probably a coaching mistake that could cost us the season. I don't know. We got to root for some upsets. That's our first conference loss. So we need somebody else to knock UCF off, and we need to win the rest of the season. So that's a big drop. And we lose another offensive lineman. Okay, well, let's see if we can salvage it. We're only 26. We got a shot. We just got to hope for some magic. So with that being said, let's jump ahead to see how this thing goes. Well, we had a big win against Colorado, bouncing back after getting beat by Auburn. I tell you what, that was a heartbreaker. So not only do we lose to UCF, we get crushed by Auburn, but we had a big one against number 11 Colorado. Gets us back into position, but we've now got to beat TCU to have any chance to do anything. We're ranked 23rd, not that great. We're far, far away. UCF, though, does have a loss on their record, but I think that means their season is done, and they have the tiebreaker over us. So we're going to see what happens here, and hopefully we'll end up with something good. We're going to continue to focus on the run. That's what I've been doing lately because look at this defense. It has been phenomenal for TCU, and they're putting up a ton of points. So how in the world are they just 7-4? This is a crazy season. But we're going to still try to get to 10 wins. But to do that, we're going to have to go through TCU. And our defense is already struggling. Okay, there we go. Starting off strong. Offensively, and then we peter out real quick. So it was great that we held them to a field goal. But now look at this. We can't do anything. Let the coordinator call it. Let us call it. It doesn't matter. We hold them to another field goal. We're going to try running the ball this time. Nope, we're not. We're going to just get punting the ball again. Okay, there we go. Turnover on downs. We actually stopped them 1st and 10. We pick up 7. We're going to try the fullback dive at 2nd and 3. Oh, my goodness. Caden Rico busted through for the touchdown. We're up by 1. Good news for us there. This is one to salvage our season. We need to win this one, and we're going to actually try to run it on 3rd and 7. Picks us up. 4th and 3. We're going to punt. We got burned on it against UCF, and that cost us our season potentially. So we're going to see what we can do here. This is, I tell you, very disappointing with that offensive line that we had. I thought we would be much, much better at controlling the game than what we have been over the course of this season. We're going to try the fullback dive on him. Oh, it picked up 8. Now in the rain, we are going to try the 38-yard field goal, and he gets to 10 and 6. We'll take that. Up 4, better than being up 1. We have the ball in the second half. We're marching the ball down the field. Play action pass doesn't work. 43-yarder does get us something. We need to stop them again. Oh, they keep getting to 3rd and short. And okay, there we go. And they missed the field goal. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go old school Akron football. Second half, chew the clock and see what we can do. That's the way we used to do it, and that's what we're going to do now. Read option play works for us. We're running the ball. Oh, and we're running it effectively as well. The draw play picks us up 7. We're going to try that read option there. Oh, there we go. Devontae Blackman keeps it, and we get in there 20-6. Let's see what we can do. Maybe this is our way of doing it, running the ball and chewing the clock in the second half after we get the lead. That may be how we have to approach all the big games. Oh my goodness, we're only up 7 now. We do need to run the ball effectively with 5 minutes left. Oh, 2nd and 10. We're going to try to keep it on the ground. First down, Caden Rico, 12-yard rush. Rico was 6 yards there. They're using their timeouts. They got 1 timeout left. 1st and 10. 2nd and 7. They got the 2 minutes. 3rd and 1. We break through. 10-yard rush by Rodney Brewer. And we see the end of our season on a high note. Question is where do we end up at 9-3, 8-1 in the conference? What a run in the conference. Just 1 loss. But man, that Auburn game, and just to start off against Syracuse that way, that is a crushing blow to us. Got some good recruits coming in here. Wow, 7 sacks. They were sacked 7 times. So where does that put us? 19th. We are not going to get the game that we need. Let's see what we have as far as actions available for our recruiting. We're going to get these 2 guys. I believe we should get this guy and this one. These are ones we're trying to steal, but we don't need a quarterback as much. Right here, we could put a little bit more money into this guy. No, we're going to have to put more than that, aren't we? There we go. I don't see us winning any of these guys over. Well, nobody's going after. Now they're going after him. No one's going after this guy. His potential's poor, but maybe he'll surprise somebody, and we can steal him away. We're going to have to give him so much money, though, if we're going to do that. So we're not going to give him that much money. Not yet. All right, let's advance, and let's see where they put us in the bowl season. I don't think we're going to make it. We're number 19. I think we're just done here. We didn't get any of our recruits here. That's another blow to our season. This has been a disappointing season. I thought this was going to be the year. I thought we were set up for beautiful things. And it turns out we're set up for disappointment. Oh, we still have another recruiting action. Let's just give it to this guy right. Nope, let's go to this. Yeah, we might as well. Ensure we get him. Keep him away from IU. And, heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. We underperformed this season. No doubt about it. Syracuse just got us off on the wrong foot. Where do we end up? 22nd, 21st, 20th, 19th. We ended up 19th. Syracuse going to make their way up here? We haven't checked. 13th, 11-2. So that was not a shameful loss by any means. Cal, South Alabama, Florida, Ohio State, Georgia, Arkansas, Ohio State at 9-3, and Florida at 9-3. Wake Forest, Oklahoma at 9-4. Oh my goodness. UCF 12-1. Good for them. Let's see where we end up. We are going up against Washington State. Not a slouch. We're going to get a good bowl game out of it at least. Get some money from it. But unbelievable. Oklahoma at 12-4. We need to take a look at those teams. Hey, we picked up a couple other players here. Some good players for us. Let's take a look at Oklahoma. They lost to Iowa, who ended up 4-8. They lost to Florida, who was 9-3. They lost to Tennessee at 7-5, and then number 3, Florida State. And who did they beat? They beat A&M. They beat Notre Dame, who ended up 6-6. Texas, who ended up in 6-6, and they beat Auburn, who did beat us. That is, they didn't. I don't know about that one. They got in really, really lucky there. So it's time. I'll take care of the recruiting, and we'll get ourselves to the awards to see how things go there. If we have anybody winning anything, and then get ready for Washington State. Let's see the awards before we move into our bowl game. Starting with the Heisman, let's see. We're not going to have anybody in there. South Alabama with a quarterback. San Diego State with a quarterback. Penn State's running back. UCF's quarterback. Look at these interesting. Penn State with a quarterback, man. The winner being South Alabama senior. Not like amazing there, but okay. Do we have anybody up there? We did. Rodney Brewer, 9th. Well done. That's pretty good. Let's see. Do we have anybody up in this one? We do not. Again, let's see. Do we have anybody that had a shot at it? Nope. Sean Alexander Award. We won one last time. Rice, Clemson, Georgia, Arkansas, Georgia. And it is Georgia's running back with 918 yards, 4.7 a carry. We did not have anybody, but we usually don't have too many freshmen. And we don't have anybody this time there, so let's go to our Akron winners. We had 2 All-Americans, Rodney Brewer and Davis Peters, both at our second team and third team. Lots of and several all-conference players, not nearly as many we had last year, so that's disappointing. Let's see, did we get any of our commitments? We did not. We don't have anybody else that we're going for at the moment. We did meet our kicker's promise, get 20 targets, got 32 for our tight end. Make an All-American team. Rodney Brewer did, even though he's leaving us anyways. And Oscar Daniels did not, though, so we will be losing him, unfortunately, to there. But we are finished. We're 19th. We're going to see what we've got here as we go up against Washington State. 9-3, not our best. We lost some crucial games, really, and it's a shame because I thought this was going to be our year. So let's finish out on a strong note here, though, and see if we can't recover from injuries. Nice. And we've got a new offensive lineman as well, so that's good news. Let's make sure Mr. Daniels, he's already in there. And so let's get ready to go after Washington State, who's number 17. And we want to finish in the top 25. That's what the AD has led us to. Man, that's shocking that we lost to Syracuse there. But they ended up being really good. Our AD expects us to win. Oh, sorry, where's it at? Yep, there it is. To finish ranked in the top 25 or win the division. We did not win the division, so we want to meet our expectations. We want to beat Washington State. So let's see, as far as the practice focus goes, they put up a lot. A lot. So we are going to, again, we're going to focus on our rushing, limit the short passing, and see how this thing goes for us. We have better offensive talent and defensive talent. We're actually favored by 3. This is one that we have not been in before. So it's a first time for that. Washington State made it last year and got stomped by TCU. We're going to hope the same thing happens. We did beat them by 13 3 seasons ago in the Alamo Bowl. Oh, we have played in this one then. Oh, yeah, there we are. We beat them in the Alamo Bowl. So we're going to hope, and they lost down there as well, and they lost there. So we're going to hope that streak continues and we can beat them again this season. So we start with kicking off the ball. Washington State is 3 and out right off the bat. That's what we like to see, and we're moving the ball early. We also like to see that. 3rd and 2, we move it. Oh, I love the balance we've got going on here, and Mr. Blackman leads us down the field, touchdown right off the bat. Where was that efficiency all season long when we needed it? Finally held him. 3rd and 3, we break through. Oh, this is looking better and better. Oh, nope. Have to punt. Oh, the defense allowing a big one there and another 12-yard gain after that. And at the end of the first quarter, we're up. And we hold them to a field goal. They decided not to go for a 4th and 1. We're going to take a deep shot right off the bat here. And it works, but only for 11 yards. Not the most impressive. Our smash mouth football has not worked as well as I was hoping it would, but we are against really good teams compared to what we were playing in the MAC. 50-yarder, and Mr. Humphrey makes it. Where was that when we needed him in some of those other ones where he couldn't make those? There we go. 1st and 10. Let's try our option run here. Read option weak. Doesn't work. The RPO does get us there. And then Moises McKinney is finding his way to having a fairly good game. We're going to try to catch him off guard with the stretch play. And Rodney Brewer makes it work for 8 yards. Rico picks up 9. We're not going to pass it. We're going to run it up the gut. And Austin Lung gets the yard he needs. McLeod on the end around didn't work. Brewer picks up 5 there. And Eric Henderson with an 11-yard reception puts us up 17-3. And the defense locks in again. Well done, men. Let's try the tight end under. We haven't done it all game. And Moises McKinney again finding his number called. Ooh. Let's see if we can catch him again off guard. 3rd and 8 doesn't work. The 49-yard field goal does go in. And 4th and 21. There we go. Sacked him. And we get the ball back at the half, up 20-3. Well done, men. This is an efficient way to end the season if we can keep this up. 4th and 1, it works. Caden Rico picks up 3. Then Brewer picks up 16. Says, I can do better, teammate. The tight end under at 3rd and 9 gets us close. We're going to go for it. Brewer picks up 3-yard rush, and then he runs it in for 6 yards. 27-3 over Washington State. I don't know if they changed the ratings or not after these last games, but if they do, I've never really paid attention to it, but if they do, we should move up at least a spot because there's no reason they would stay ahead of us after this shellacking we're giving them. 27-6, we're chewing the clock already, and we're moving the ball down the field. Well done. 3 and out, gets us the ball back in good position. Let's try a play action power read. It works for 10 yards. They thought we'd just keep running the clock. We're not going to do that. We are going to run it now, though. Austin Lung with 14 yards, 34-6. And they get one last touchdown, 34-12. 275 yards is all they were able to do. This massive offense got nothing against us. Ran it for 59 yards thanks to 5 sacks. Blackman had a good game. Rodney Brewer ending his career with us on a fantastic note. Rico's gone as well. Austin Lung, it is potentially your backfield next time. Okay, well done. Good job, good job. Let's see where that puts us at the end of the season. So we're going to jump ahead to the end of the season to see how things go in the college football playoff and where we go into the offseason at. Well, look at that. UCF out of a Big 12 wins in a classic over Florida 19-14 to take home the national championship. So I guess that's not too bad to lose the way we did. We finished 14th, 10-3, number 9. I mean, we had an offense that lived up 29th in points per game. The defense did better than expected, was once again fantastic. Greatly exceeded expectations yet again. We did lose one integrity point because of that one, and Oscar Daniels will not be back to join us. But overall, that's a successful run. So let's see how the postseason shaked out. UCF beat Ohio State, then Wake Forest by 3 and 5 overtimes, and then they were all one-possession games. San Diego State put up a lot of points against them. That was not the same Florida team that we faced, that's for sure. So we're getting closer. I can feel it. Let's see if we can keep our coaching staff together here. Oh, we can change preferred offensive defensive scheme. Do we want to change it to balance? I'm going to change mine to balance because I think that would help us. I like this still. Or do we change? No, we're going to keep it the same. We could swap a skill badge. Recruiter. No, there's not anything worth swapping it out for, I don't think. So we're not going to do that. We're going to stay where we're at. Check out the offensive coordinator. Nothing new there. He did gain some experience. Defensive coordinator gets one level up. We're going to use that for training. He'll be more effective that way for us. Assuming he doesn't retire, which is very, very possible. All right. No, Okay, 53. So he's still there. We've got these guys under contract. That's the best news we could have is maintaining these. Let's view that offer. Stay at Akron. Oh, nope. Our offensive coordinator is leaving. Wow. How long was he with us? 1 year. Using us to get back into the game. Well, good for him. We want to have a balanced. And let's see. We want an offensive play caller. Pass first. What are his skill sets? Protect the rock. We'd get ball security, IQ and vision. Develops QBs. Gets an extra training session. That's appealing. What about Baylor's? Evasion, speed, cerebral, receiver fundamentals, blast off. Kansas. Offensive line recruiter, receiver fundamentals. Pass blocking bonus. I don't think we want the run first this time. Ooh, he's really good at training. Developer, and he's got the great wall. Oh. Micah Pugh. I think that's going to be our guy. Think Micah Pugh might be the guy. The only thing against him is recruiting. Let's switch to just having balance and balanced. We want the training more than the recruiting. We're already at a disadvantage. Yeah, we're going to hire Micah Pugh. Can we get him into a lock? Means the coach cannot be fired. They can leave. The coach lock means the coach cannot leave. We can be fired. This one's even cheaper. We'll do that one. And on the defense, he's going to Notre Dame. Oh. Man, he's getting paid a lot more. Oh, man. That's a shame. See if we can find anybody that matches our own style. This guy's not too bad. Out of Tennessee. I don't think... Let's go back to just having a 3-4. Defense, he can't recruit at all. But he can develop. Sets the tone. Practice focus bonuses are 20% more effective. Good against RPOs and options. That's enticing. What did he do at Sacramento State? He did well at Hawaii. Okay. You know what? Here, let's take a look at our coaching tree. Is anybody available? Defensive coordinator is what I want. He's not fired. Florida State, he's back number 4. Look at that. That's part of our coaching tree. Hartman, he's leaving us. That's right. He's going. Alex Hoover, has he been fired? Nope. Thought we might be able to get somebody. Well, let's try an aggressive zone. 10, 4, and 6. That's not too bad. Well, I'm leaning towards our Sacramento State guy, even though his recruiting's atrocious. I like to set the tone. He's going to be able to develop a couple of players. The bonuses for defensive practice. Stopping the RPOs. Let's go with Nolan Faison. We're just going to do cannot leave but can be fired. We're going to go with that one. We're going to change that to balance. No, I want to be aggressive. It's worked for us. All right, let's check out who's leaving us. Devontae Blackman. Our quarterback is gone. Can we get Oscar Daniels? Really? After we... We'll say you make an All-American team again. It didn't work last time, but we'll try again. Defensive line, 7th round, you're going to leave? All conference, yes, sir. You can do that. And we lost a lot of good players. A lot of good players. Let's check the transferring. All right, let's see what we've got. Let's go by positions. Oh, there's 7 people wanting to transfer. Okay, well, we're taking a hit on quarterbacks. Oof. The IQ's there, not there though. Potential's there. Oh, running backs. We are really hurting. Sir, you will get to play. Oh, man. Wide receivers. This guy will let go. He's not going to get played. This one will get to play. We'll do the snaps. Tight end, we're actually okay. And we look pretty good there as well. Offensive line, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are 80 and above already, so we're looking good there. I don't see why we should cut anybody when we have so many scholarships open. Kicker, defensive line, we're looking okay. Not the best, but 2 already over 80. Linebacker, oh man, we're losing some people. We want to keep this guy. We want to keep this guy. This guy, what's it going to take? 813,000? No. We'll let him go. 1, 2, 3. We got 4 guys better. 5th guy, we can find a linebacker we can bring instead. Well, actually, we're going to have to pay 800-something thousand anyways. We're going to get a linebacker, so we might as well pay him. And then that's a solid linebacking core. Better to know what we have for sure. 1, 2, 3 corners. Freshman, we do want to keep this guy. That's looking good as well. And that safety, don't have to worry there. So safety, we could maybe use somebody. Cornerback, we're doing okay. Linebacker, we're okay. Defensive line, we're okay. Offensive line, we're good. Tight end, we're good. Wide receiver, these will be in the 80s. Let's go ahead and pay him to keep him too. He's young. We need a running back. We need a running back and a quarterback. We get those, we'll be okay. Let's see how we do with the draft. Okay, we got 6 players drafted. Look at that. South Alabama had the number 1. Did he stay with them the whole time? No, he transferred from Alabama, became Sunbelt Freshman of the Year. Then he gets the Heisey. Oh, my goodness. What a career for the guy. What a career. What kind of a recruit was he? Not South Alabama. We want to look at this guy. He came from, so he was a 4-star B potential. See, that's the thing. These guys, I mean, he gets up to 96. He never had more than B potential. That's why you just never know. He's Ring of Honor of South Alabama. Let's see who we had. Davis Peters, 5th pick overall. When did he come to us? From Georgia. And see, he was never better than a C in potential, and he ends up with a 101. So it's still a mystery on how things will turn out. Rodney Brewer goes in the 6th pick. Baldwin, we had 3 first-rounders. Then Devontae Blackman, 3rd round. Could have done better if he stayed. Man, I wish we were going to have him. That's disappointing. Transfer portal, there's some offensive linemen out there. We're not going to worry too much about that. Hall of Fame inductees, not us. Ring of Honor, anybody make it? Davis Peters did. Good job, sir. All-time record books, none of ours. Total turnovers, Boise State, ouch. School records, we had offensive talent, opponents pass yards per game, sacks allowed, offensive talent, and player career record. Trevor Brock leaves as the catches and targets career leader in single season. Rodney Brewer beats out for the most rushing yards. That's surprising to me. And he had the most in the game. I feel like we had some bigger ones earlier on. But it's time for the offseason recruiting, which means we'll come back for signing day. Well, I think this one's going to be a disappointing recruiting season. This guy we spent $5 million on, and we still, I don't think, could win him over from Connecticut. And that's unfortunate. He was a dual threat, redshirt freshman out of Penn State. They spent $7.75 million. Even if we put another $2 million, we weren't going to close the gap because we just don't have the recruiting power. Put a lot of money into this guy, and we didn't put any money. This is one of our high school guys we were hoping to get along the way. Now, we did end up putting money into this one. He's a 70 overall, but as we saw, sometimes C potential can get you into something great, and he starts as a 5-star. We ended up putting money in at the end, $2 million deal to get him and steal him away from Penn State. This is another one we were trying to get, but I think Washington might... Oh, no, we were able to beat Washington barely to get this fantastic-looking freshman out of Texas. Running backs, I don't think... we did get one of the running backs. I didn't think we would hold off on him either. Good deal. Speed, he's got vision, he can catch the ball. We're not going to get this one. Yeah, and the kicker I was hoping we would get, but Army's going to put in... a little bit more money, but we obviously couldn't catch him. Man. And then this is the other quarterback we took a flyer on at the end. Yeah, we aren't going to get them. So not the worst. We got ourselves a couple offensive linemen, one that's a two freshmen that are going to be great, and then a cornerback who can play right away as well as a running back. So we're going to hope this turns out okay. When we look at the recruiting rankings, did we finish okay? Finished 20th. So we obviously have talent, rated-wise anyways. The question is, will it be enough to get us where we want to be? Because we've got some young quarterbacks. So we brought in a lot of money again. We're going to go ahead and max out that NIL. We're going to resolve the debt there. Do like we always do, cover the maintenance, and then we're going to see what needs to be done, what can happen after we put a little bit of money into each one. All right, so we're going to put $1 million into each one and then see where we're at and see if it's worth investing in any of these. So we cannot move up stadium. We have $14 million left. Probably none of these. We can't move up facilities. College life we can. Get us bonus recruiting points. Can't move that one up. And we can move academics up, which would help us for academic recruiting or the college life for camp and official visits. NIL deals used to retain players are given a discount as well. Let's do that one. Level 9. So now we're at 21% discount. 280. We increase our college life grade for recruiting. We're going to put the rest into academics. Or no, wait, we still have more than I thought. Put another into marketing, facilities, stadium, another into facilities because that's what we do. And then we'll put the rest into academics. We're going to be able to increase that next time, which overall would be a good thing for us. So we are getting close. Look at that. We move ever closer to the 8-star prestige, which would be phenomenal if we're able to get to that. All right, let's see the boosters. We're going to hope we keep them. That's another advantage of investing in academics a little bit more. Because look at this. We just lost a silver donor, but we got a bronze to replace them. Academics helps get better boosters. So doing that next time would be advantageous to us, especially if we can get ourselves up to an 8th star prestige, which right now we're going to need to because TCU and UCF are beating us. And it's coming up on realignment after, I think it's next season. So we're going to need to get up there. The top 2 are eligible to leave. We're not going to be demoted, but if we want to move up to the Big Ten or the SEC, we're going to have to do better. But actually, beating the Big 12 is not all that disadvantageous to us because we're doing really well as far as that goes. Okay, so we do need to play Auburn. We'll do that. We are not going to play Alabama. No, sir. We want to start something a little easier. Do we go after UConn? Let's do Georgia Southern. 9-4, 47, so not a bad team. Kent State, out of conference rivalry. Interesting. They're getting us back to the old stomping grounds. We'll take that win. It should be. UCF's the big one from last year. Everybody else, this is a very winnable schedule for us. Very winnable. We need to because we're not going big out of conference outside of Auburn. Finishing 34th in Georgia Southern is decent, but we need to win this year. It's an important one for us. And so let's get ready in advance, and we'll check out the training results because I know that's what we want to see. Will this team be a team that can compete next season? We finished off really well again, but just shy because we lost those 2 critical out-of-conference games, and UCF kept us out of winning the Big 12 title because we couldn't get into the championship game because of all that. Let's do a side. He's going to be offensive line. That's perfectly fine. We don't redshirt before the season because we can get 4 games played out of them, if nothing else, and then they'll automatically redshirt, or we can redshirt them then, which is much better for us because we don't waste that redshirt before getting them a little bit of experience in a few games if we can. All right, let's take a look at the offseason games because this is where the work is done. This is where our team has been made year after year. Will we get any of those? We've been investing in development with our coaches, and that's a good start right here. This offensive line is looking fantastic. So quarterbacks, Carlos Watkins, okay, he's a 78. We've won with that before, but that quarterback IQ is atrocious, and we'll need some training. Tristan Patrick might get the starting job otherwise. Carlos Watkins, what was he? He was a 3-star recruit for us. But yeah, see, this B potential has not done much for us. While on the other hand, what was Tristan Patrick? A 3-star, 94th overall QB, lots of potential, not growing, even though we have invested so much in that. All right, so we have a serviceable quarterback. Running backs, we got 2 that are above 80. The senior we brought over. Ivan Hightower's up there, so we've got, okay. The wide receivers, look at this. 5 wide receivers, 80 or above. Tight ends, we're looking good there as a redshirt sophomore. Moises McKinney, he was our recruit out of high school, a 5-star recruit, and he is living up to it after that first redshirt year. He is going to be a beast for us because he can block as well as catch and run his routes. That's looking good. And there's the offensive line. 4 at 90 or better. Run block of 108, 103, 83 there, 86. Oh, this is a massive line. Senior heavy. We're going to use it. Kickers, we unfortunately didn't get the kicker we wanted. So his accuracy is good. We're going to have to work on his kick power to get him a little bit more range. Defensive line, that's awesome. Elliott DeWitt, no problem. You'll get that all-conference team, I bet. 4 guys that are 80 or above, 1 that's 90. 5 linebackers that are 80 or above. Cornerbacks, we have a 90 plus 4 more at 80s. And at safety, we have a 90 and an 80. So that's looking good. This is positively, another strong team outside of the quarterback in the running game, but they're going to be able to block for them. And we're going to be able to play defense again. Special teams isn't our strongest, but I think, having a little bit weaker schedule was probably best. We're going to get 10 on both of our bonuses here. We're going to keep our strategies the same. Quick pass focus, definitely. Should we be conservative? He doesn't have the IQ, but now let's keep it balanced. Yeah, I like this. I think our team's set up. So now it's time for the preseason and getting ready for the next season. And this is where I will leave us off. And we'll be back for season 16 coming up. We've got 5 more seasons to achieve that goal that I set for myself. We want to do it in 20. If it's taking longer than that, I don't think we need to keep that going. We got to do it in 20. And we are getting close. We've got a solid team. It's just, can we get the right rhythm? Can we get the right thing going? We're knocking on the door, trying to get through there. The question is, will this next season be the one? And I think it's got the potential to do so. So thank you all for joining me on this one. Be sure to come back on that next episode. Until then, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. We'll see you then. Take care.